Can he hold it in? They go too wide.
This battle for 13th and 14th, they go side by side into the castle.
He's at P2.
What is happening?
Machine's at P1.
Oh, there is
One. Oh, Winter gets the move done. Hello, ladies and gentle people. How are you beautiful people doing? Welcome back to OCE Tier number 1. And we're here for round number 17 for the Italian Grand Prix here at the Temple of Speed at Monza. And I'll tell you what, lads, I am looking forward to it. Spliff is out on track. First up, lovely jubbly. Yes, the second last round. And as you can see on screen, obviously, it's taken up much of it. But I decided to show off the permutations here tonight. So it does say Ryan can't win the title at Monza. Technically he can if he wins and Jared does not score any points. So I only said Ryan can't win the title because Jared usually doesn't DNF or doesn't score points. So but yeah, technically Ryan can win it tonight, but we're just going to have to wait and see if Jared DNFs or not. But Constructors, Williams can definitely win tonight if they outscore Ferrari by 14 points. The gap is 46 at the moment with 2 races to go, including this one. Next week, the finale at Brazil. It is a sprint race, so 59 points up for grabs. So if Williams outscore Ferrari by the 14 points here tonight, they will be Constructors champions as Relics is out at the second chicane. That is not great. But yes, so that is the permutations here tonight as I take that off the screen for you. So one definite title is up for grabs, maybe 2. We're just going to have to wait and see on that 27 of the Italian Grand Prix. Relics is out, as you can see on screen, crashing at the second chicane. Spliff out. Will be the first driver to set out time. Lullaby, how we doing? Welcome to OCE, lad. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday, wherever you may be in the world. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. I think there's no real other admin work to discuss. I mean, well, Potatoes racing. Roscoe back racing once again. Well, he may as well be a full-time driver now. He's raced 2 weeks in a row. That is huge in terms of Roscoe. I think another league that he does has finished off its season already. So he's got his Sundays free. So hopefully he'll be back next week for the finale, which is, ladies and gentlemen, it is Brazil sprint race, and maybe only one championship is up for grabs. All the others in the other tiers, 2, 3, and 4 are done and dusted. But one title could be up for grabs next week, which will be the drivers between Ryan and Jared for the 9th time. But, you know, it is what it is. It's Paddy Kroger at the top of the 23-0. I believe Spliff must have went into the pits. He went into the pits. Curtis back racing here this evening. Let's hopefully he does a little bit better than what he did at Spa. His first time run, it's going to be a 119.822. Curtis back on top, but Jared goes up into P1 on 19.4. He's doing the chasing here tonight. Ryan has got that cushiony 13-point gap. It is 13 points between Ryan and Jared. So Ryan doesn't have to do anything too spectacular. But I tell you what, if Jared wins and Ryan comes P4, we'll be going to Brazil leveled on points. This is what it could come down to. Brazil at 36 or 36 next week, and if the if they're tied next week at the start of the weekend, oh boy, the mind games these two will play, which will be absolutely none. But for the rest of us, the neutrals could get spicy. Williams v Ferrari. I mean, it's been years since we've had a Williams v Ferrari fight. So, yeah. Could get tasty. But we got to get there first. We're here at Monza. And Monza always has thrown up spectacular races. I mean, we've seen in the three tiers beforehand, Tier 4, Tier 3, and Tier 2 over the weekend. Ryan goes up into P2, by the way. Noodles up into P4. Kahoot P5. He's ahead of one Chris. Sea-Line back racing here tonight. Burke in P9. He's obviously going for another run. As Pinju and Spliff out on track doing another run. Same with, I think, Paddy Crow improved to P11. P11 for the Patman. He's doing alright. He's doing alright helping out House here tonight as they've only got the one driver. Pinju can he himself score some points, but you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to show the standings. So here is the standings. So this is what I was talking about. Ryan has a 13-point gap over Jared. Relix is up into P3, so he's doing tremendously well here. Valet just hasn't shown up. Burke could get himself into the top 3 here tonight as well. Same with Warden. And then we go have a look down, and let's see the bottom 3, which is Acrylics, Jarrad, and Showtime. Well, if they don't start racing, they could be demoted. They could be demoted back down to Tier 2. And yeah, so there's this drivers. The constructors is right here, as I make it a little bit for you. So there is the gap. It is 46 points. 448 against 402. So 46 points. So as I say, wins outscore Ferrari by 14 points here tonight. The gap would be 60, and that means Ferrari cannot win the constructors battle next week. Aston P3, Red Bull P4, Alfa Romeo P5. That's a tasty battle for third in the constructors. Mercedes are kind of on their own. Haas P7. Alpine P8, AlphaTauri P9, and McLaren in P10. A fair way off AlphaTauri, but only Pinju racing here tonight. And yeah, got to get McLaren another driver for next week, which could be a thing. It could be a thing as Pinju's up in the P13. Let's see, Jared up in the P7, Potato P6. Spliff is actually up in the P3. Not too bad, not too bad. And Jared's still out in provisional P1. Curtis, I think, yeah, Curtis gone for another run. He's gone for another run. I think Warden might... No, he has not invalidated. So we're right on board with the Williams driver and team principal, who could win his first championship as a team principal. And I'm pretty sure he might be pretty stoked about that, winning one championship, one race early. And I think Sea-Line's up at the P6, nearly into the 119s. Is actually both Astons are nearly into the 119s. I'm sure they both can get there. Even Jared as well. It's gonna be pretty close between those three this race, I can tell. Same with Kahoot. But Warden coming across the line. It's P12. Now, Warden's not noted as a qualifier, and I'm pretty sure he will say the exact same thing. But his race pace is usually different. It's usually a bit better. So, and Jared goes to a 19.0. Could we see someone into the 18s? I don't know what pole was for Tier 2. But Jared into the 19.0s. Could we see someone into the 18s? As Riley now coming across the line, it is P6. P6. And I'm pretty sure I know who Mitch is going to choose. Yep. Great minds think alike. But ladies and gentlemen, Roscoe, who I think is streaming over on Twitch as well, we're going to do a hot lap with the AlphaTauri man. So I'm going to be quiet. Here is a hot lap with the Roscoe. And there we go, Roscoe P10. I tell you what, for P8 to P11, absolutely nothing separating them. Gahoot's a 10th behind C-Line. This and Paddy Crow is right there as well. So 8th to 13th is absolutely wild. Less than a 10th separating those 6 drivers, and everybody's set a time. Everybody has set a time right out on provisional P1. Under half a 10th. Curtis P3, Smith P4, Noodles is P5, going for another run. He's actually improved his time. So that will be he done under just over 5 minutes remaining. And the Acrylic's out in P14, who's invalidated his time. But he might be going for another run. And Potato goes up into P4. So Potato's a shout here. Potato just shout for maybe a promotion next season. Promotion. So, just over 4.5 minutes. It is starting to become crunch time here for the drivers. The second last quali session of the season. And it's starting to heat up here, ladies and gentlemen. It's starting to heat up. Jared is coming in. Noodles will be coming in anyway. So C-Line will be the next driver to set a lap. Or will it be Acrylics? It might be Acrylics. But he's 2/10 down in the first, and I think he's backed off. He has backed off. C-Line will definitely be the next driver to that time. Warden back on track, down in 15th. He's had a very lately, last few quali sessions has not gone his way. Starting towards the back of the grid, but he's always managed to score at least a top 5 from memory. I think all but one in the last few weeks. C-Line is up on his time here. And he's going to get a slipstream from his team. And this is great Aston Martin work here. I'm sure Bess is watching the stream and telling the drivers to use each other. I think Potato might be coming. Oh, that was close from C-Line. That was close. And now C-Line does not... He does improve, but does not go anywhere. But he's into the 19s. He's into the 19s as now Warden is off or he'll be starting his next time around. 3 minutes to go. Minute 20 lap times. So you're looking roughly minute 20, so 2 minutes 40 seconds to go. So you might get enough time for 2 runs. 2 runs. If you want to go out now. And speaking of that, someone is coming out. It is the Patman Warden. Let's have a look at his first sector time. So is he up in the first sector? Only a 10th and a half. So it's still a P15 job. So he's got to find a lot more time in these last 2 sectors. That's not going to help him. That is definitely not going to help him. Gravel on the tyres. Redeem hot lap. There's Spliff. Alright. And Swift will be the last driver for the hot lap request. Let's see, is Warden still up, or has he lost so much time in that second chicane? He's actually half a second up. So that is roughly looking like a P12 at the moment, judging by his time. P12. Could he find any more time in these final last 2 sectors? Well, they're both out, War Machine. Who do you want? You gotta let me know. As Warden goes up into P6. So he will have enough time to go around to get his battery sorted. Paddy will be the first driver, but if you want Spliff, I could do Spliff, War Machine. You gotta pick. Who do you want? Alright. Since War Machine is not choose, we'll choose Paddy as he will be the first driver to cross the line. Pinju's out. And ladies and gentlemen, here's a hot lap with the Patman. Alright, and there is Paddy's hot lap done. Kahoot P13. That is not good in terms of the constructors fight. So, oh, Spliff and Jared have had to come in together. Dude is P6. Chris is P7. Warden has invalidated. That is not good for him. Jared! Into the 18s. Where is Ryan? Where is Ryan? He's invalidated. Ryan's invalidated. Potato is out. Potato is out. He's going to make himself some chips now. Where is Curtis going to be? That's Ryan. He's done. So Curtis was the next driver. He's only barely up on his time. Master Berserk's P3. Burke is P3. Where's this going to put Curtis? It's P4, but he's improved. He has improved. Warren's gone out wide, and that is it. That is it. Everybody's crossing the line. Jared gets pole. The first man into the 1 minute 18s, I think, across the weekend. And what a time to get pole position, as I've got to get the screenshots for 1 Ryan, just in case if there's another lobby restart. But ladies and gentlemen, there it is. There is your grid. Jared from Ryan, Burke P3, Curtis P4. That is great for Alfa Romeo 3-4. Potato P5, Smith P6, Noodles P7, Chris P8, Warden P9, Riley P10, and that's on the time we got Acrylics He's out qualified Roscoe, so this is great. That is a great quality session for acrylics. P11, Jared P12, Ceylon P13, Roscoe P14, that's disappointing. Gahoot P15, that's even more disappointing. Paddy P16, Pinju P17, Relics P18. Pinju getting the Drunk Driver Award here tonight. A whopping 1.785 behind the pole sitter. Here we go, ladies and gentle people. Oh, excuse me. And it is cloudy. It is cloudy out here, ladies and gentlemen. It is overcast. At least for the start. At least for the start. But while we're here, ladies and gentlemen, Wallaby Racing League have the Tier 3 race at this exact same track here at Monza. Straight after Tier 1, they will be going at 8:30. So tune in to the Wallaby stream. Tier 3 here at Monza. And Rapid has France and Japan kicking off tomorrow night with Div 4 and Div 2. But here we go. Here we go. And it's locked out and away we go. I'll get the tyre graphics up now. So there it is. Swift is on the medium. Swift's up in the P4 already. What a start for the Haasman. And there's going to be someone... Oh, let's see. It looks like turn 1's doing all right. It's doing all right. Yep, everyone's getting through cleanly. No accidents to report by what I've seen. Swift is up in the P3. What a start from the Haas. And Chris now is on the hunt for a P5. He's starting on the mediums. He's starting on the... Oh, no! There's contact! There is contact! Oh, dear! There is contact! That is not great. Swift is P3. Paddy is in 15th, but Paddy's doing alright. He started on the hards. That is the tyre to start, you would think. So, Spliff, Chris, C-Line, and Acrylics will be pitting early. But I tell you what, an early safety car can take the hards to the end. Yeah, we just run on board with Spliff after the first lap, but we'll go back onto the race. So he'll complete the first lap still in first place, but... And it looks like Potatoes made the move on to Noodles. And now, the straight line speeds of the people. Who has got the best straight line speed? Looks like Noodles goes to go around the outside of Potato. And looks like he's got the move done, but it looks like Potato's got the better traction. No, he does not. Yes, he does. And now, oh, he's ahead of one Noodles. He's ahead of Noodles now, and now that's got rid of Chris and Warden outside that 1 second mark. So DRS will be enabled at the end of this lap. Oh, Warden's made a huge mistake. He has had a huge mistake, and right down in the P11. He's out to the points. Warden was doing very well, but that mistake has cost him. It looks like Noodles going to make the move into Ascari. Is he? Let's watch this from J-Rad's perspective. Noodles is ahead. And it looks like Potato's going to do the switchback of dreams, and it's not going to work. And C-Line is on the hunt. He's on the hunt here, ladies and gentlemen. And Curtis is outside 1 second. Luckily, no DRS just yet, but it'll be enabled on this lap. It'll be enabled on this lap. Excuse me. Ryan sets the pace with 122.903. Looks like Burke has already overtaken Pinju. And he sets the pace with 122.782 on lap number 3. Oh, C-Line! C-Line's... Oh, my word. There's an absolute car park at turn 1. Oh, dear. And it looks like the top 5 is now going to go off on an adventure. And Noodles is the biggest loser out of the Roscoe! Roscoe's up in the P11. This could be P10 heading into the second chicane. Oh, around the outside. Oh, he's going to leave the room. He had to leave the room. And Noodles stays into P10. But C-Line does have a... I think it was a 5... Yes, it's a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting, so I think he might be able to serve that into the pits. I think it's one of those 5 seconds where he can serve it. But Potato is now 3 seconds behind Chris. Chris in a top 5 position. He's on the mediums. He's on the medium. And Ryan is outside of a second of Jared. So now this is a huge opportunity for Spliff now. Ryan does not have DRS, but Spliff will have DRS. Yep, there is the DRS. So Curtis now will be falling by the wayside. And oh, there was a huge. So there's a huge something huge happened at the back. And C-Line is into the pits. I think that's for a front wing change. And it is a 5. He can serve his 5 seconds as Pinju makes a mistake, hitting the side of Paddock. I think Paddock is going to let the drivers go, the quicker guys go through, not ruin his race. Critics up to 14th, Burke back up to 13th, Relics P12. Roscoe's up into P9, so yeah, obviously something did happen in that sequence of corners after Scary. And Potato's still about 3 seconds behind Chris, but he's going to have a very quick Williams car right behind him. And Roscoe, yep, Roscoe does have DRS. He does have DRS. Rilo and Pinju swapping positions. Ceylon's on to another set of the mediums. He'll be hoping for some sort of safety car. And Ryan still does not have DRS. Ryan still does not have DRS, so that is not great for the Ferrari man. As I said, Williams have to outscore Ferrari by 14 points. It's a 1-7. So that's what, 25 plus 6. That's 31. They do have the extra point. Yes, they do. So it's 32 points. Ryan's P2. So that's 18. So that's what? 32 minus 18. That's exactly 14 points. So Kahoot, if he gets a P10, he can take the title fight to Brazil. Oh, Potato and Water now we're going at it. And now this is invited Jarad here. This is invited Jarad. This is not what Warden wants. He does not want to fight. He just wants to be left alone. But it is an almighty train from 6th down to 13th, and they're all on the hard tires. Feels like Sector 2. Oh, it's Acrylics. Acrylics is around. But Joe getting the run of dreams out of Ascari. And looks like Noodles is getting the run as well. Not using the battery. It's either of them. Still yellow flags in the second sector. I think Acrylics is just cooling down his tires. Oh, C-Line's now spun it as well. Jarad has got the move on to Warden now. So Warden now has lost another spot. And now this is music to Ryan's ears. Williams won't be winning the Constructors if the race will end like right now. But Spliff is putting the pressure on to Ryan. What's good, Swayze? How we doing? How we doing? We're just watching this battle for 2nd and 3rd, and obviously the DRS train from 6th down to 13th. Rilo's not that far by the, as well. Paddy Craze is doing very well to keep up with Pinju and Rilo. He's staying in this race with the DRS. Oh, Kahoot has got Noodles. Kahoot has got Noodles. That is huge. You have like Sector 3. Oh, it's Chris! Chris is around! Has he got damage? It doesn't look like. I think it's just a spin. Oh no, Chris! And Warden has got... He's back up into P7. He's back up into P7. Now this train is from 5th down to 12th. Huge. That is a moment for Chris. He was doing very, very well. And Spliff did get right, so I do apologise that we missed that. Spliff is now up into P2. And Acrylics are on the hards. He'll be going a little bit slowly as he gets those tyres up to temperature. But this battle for 2nd and 3rd now, 2.5 seconds is the gap between Jared and Spliff. Maybe they could work together to try and close the gap onto Jared. Jared seems like he's got the better race pace here tonight. J-Rad gets Warden again. And Potatoes clear the 2nd. So Jared's now is in trouble. He's going to be slow. He is going to be slow on the straights. But it looks like Warden might be a bit too far behind. And Ryan does get Spliff again. 2.2 is the gap. So Ryan only gained about 2/10 onto Jared. But safety cars are still a thing. You cannot count out a safety car. And it looks like Burke did get relics. Yeah, Burke's up at the P11. Oh, excuse me. I do apologise, chat. Water now. Is he going to make a move? No. He's gonna hold firm, hold station. Maybe until Scary, or maybe he might wait till the pit straight. But Spliff is now outside of a 2nd, so he does not have DRS. He does not have DRS. He's back in there now. Yep. So Spliff does get DRS once again, so that is huge for his race. But as I said, he will be stopping early than the rest. Let's watch this. Warden and Jared. Warden's now going to make the move onto Jared. Can now Warden close the gap to Potato? And looks like Roscoe was hammering for a move, and looks like Burke is as well. Down the inside of turn 1, and he's got the move done. Does he? Oh, he's got the traction. Oh, there's a little bit of contact. I think there's some interlocking there, but Burke is back up into the points after that lap 1 collision between himself and Chris. But Cahoot's now back into the points. He's now back in the points. And said, Williams need to outscore Ferrari by 14 points to win the Constructors' title here tonight. And at this stage, I think the title fight might be going to Brazil. So we might have 2 title fights next week heading into the finale. But we're on lap 10 of 27. 18 laps to go in this Italian Grand Prix. The laps are just flying by here. No wonder it's been noted as the Temple of Speed. The split is a 1.7 seconds, so I think the mediums are starting to wear out. They're starting to wear out. It looks like the hards might be the tyre of choice. No early safety car or virtual safety car. So this is a race at the moment. 6 down to 12. Rilo's only half a second away. Can he claw that gap back and get into Relix's DRS? So what we think in chat, if there's a safety car, Can the mediums go to the end? I think the hards certainly can go to the end. But can the mediums? If you Spliff and Chris, 9 laps each, you started on those tyres. I don't know, man. I think the hards might be the way to go for the second stint if there is a safety car in the next few laps. Sea-Line's got himself a time penalty. He's down in 17th. Sea-Line and Acrylics do need a safety car. And Burke gets Kahoot. Burke down the inside of turn 1 and 2. And who's got the better traction? Chris is into the pits. Burke gets the better traction. And he's up into P9. So this is music to Jared and Warden's ears. Meds, Abyss and Meds can go the distance from here. Well, it's gonna be tough, especially on tyre wear. And I think Chris put it in for the undercut onto Pinju and Paddy. So, or is this someone gonna do the soft strat? Is somebody gonna do the soft strat? That is the question. Can someone take these hards to about lap 20-21, strap on a set of softs for the end? That is the question. Oh, man, I don't know. Again, the tyre wear on this game is absolutely horrendous. Punks is kiddies, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oceania Sim, Premier Sim Link, how are we doing? Lap 12 of 27 of this Italian Grand Prix, and it looks like Critic is going to be, yeah, he's getting the blue flags, but he's giving Jared DRS. Let's see, and Ryler's nearly within DRS. He is near this DRS train. Oh my word. And Spliff is in. Spliff is in. So, yeah, so the mediums, about 12 to 13 laps is probably the time to get him off. And Spliff is going to come out. I think he might come up behind his teammate here. Yes, he does. Or does he? Yes, he does. And Roller is back within DRS. He is back within DRS. So that is huge for his race. And just DRS train just not going anywhere. So nearly 7 seconds, the gap between Ryan and Curtis. As its safety cars can be a thing as Noodles gets Kahoot once again, and Relics, the 4 rapid lads, are in line of stern of each other, and Pinge is 5 seconds behind. He's also another rapid legend. But Kahoot coming outside the points here. And Swift does get Paddy. I think Paddy might have just let him go through. Pinju's got himself a 3-second time penalty. That is not going to be good for his race towards the end. And Jared still cannot get past Acrylics. And looks like Rylo's in. Ooh, that is early. That is early. It's not a wing change. It's a tyre change. Oh, I don't know. I think this might be a little bit too early for Rylo. Ah, it might be too early. Oh, yellow flag. Oh, it is Sea Lion. Sea Lion making a mare. Let's watch this battle. And Noodles is at sort of a second here. This is not great for Noodles. Not Kahoot, Burke getting the run of dreams at the moment. He's going to get a slipstream from J-Rad. Oh, who's got... I think Roscoe might have the better straight line speed. Ryan's in. Ryan is now into... Oh! Burke! Burke holds on. Is it raining? No, it's not raining. It's just my eyes playing tricks. Ryan's now... He's now pitted, maybe for the undercut, as now teams and drivers are starting to come in. And Ryan comes out in P8. And Spliff now. The undercut did not work onto Ryan. And actually the gap has grown between Ryan and Spliff. And now the DRS train has broken up. Jarrad now. Can Burke get back in with it within the DRS? Tell you what, these early undercuts. I think Jared might come out maybe in P4 here. If he were to pit now. Well, he's pitting right now. Curtis is at the final corner. Is he going to pit? No, he's not. He's actually going to lead the Italian Grand Prix. Jared's falling into his box. There's Water and there's J-Rad. Oh, J-Rad's got a 5-second penalty. No, Kahoot's now in. Kahoot is now into the pits. And Chris, with that spin, has lost so much time and ground to the rest of the field. And Jared is actually out in P5. He's now actually out in P5. So, how is this going to affect... And I think Relics just let Jared go through there. Excuse me. I'm surprised Burke or Curtis did not pit that lap. But I think Curtis might have the gap out to Burke to do the double stack. And Ryan with no battery. Burke's got himself a 3-second time penalty. Oh dear. And Curtis has stayed out. So you might see Burke now come in this lap. And yep, he's in. Warden also stays out. Cahoot's got a 3-second time penalty. He's down in 15th. It looks like the mediums are not working for him. That is a slow stop. And look, yeah, like sector 3. Oh no, it's Rilo. It is Rilo. And there is Burke. Can he stay ahead of Roscoe? He just does. He just does. But there are a few cars that have not pitted yet, like Paddy, Pinju, Relics, Warden, and Curtis have not pitted yet. So this might be actually good for Curtis. I think his race is with Spliff. Let's see what's the gap to leader. 19.4 seconds. Yellow flag. Is that a safety car? It's a safety car. It is a safety car. Oh my word, it's a safety car. Acrylics has done a Charlie Leclerc. And C-Line gets his lap back. Yeah, but Paddy has not pitted yet, War Machine. Paddy hasn't pitted. And I'll tell you, and look at this. Curtis is now P3. And Spliff is in. So it'll be Curtis, Warden, Relics. Spliff is in. Actually, Potato. Potato gets Warden, so Potato's now up into P4. Oh dear, the safety car. It's a kind of mid race, just over the midpoint of the race. And I'll tell you what, Potato's fuel. Luckily for the safety car. But Jared leads still. Ryan P2. It's now Curtis in P3. Potato is in P4. Chris boxed again for another set of mediums. I think C-Line might have to wait another lap. If I'm C-Line, I'm waiting another lap. Have the freshest set of mediums at the end. Yeah, I think Abyss has just told him to do that. Yeah, 13th, no pens. There's a couple of drivers with penalties up ahead. And with no one being a lap down, we might actually get the proper safety car etiquette. So, I think Curtis is the biggest winner, obviously. Warden, also Relics as well. Jared and Ryan still 1-2. So this safety car has not hindered them as much. Just waiting on to Paddy, Pinju, J-Rad, Chris and C-Line. I think the penalty situation is this, yeah. 3 for Burke, 3 for Kahoot, 3 for Pinju and 3 for C-Line. So C-Line could get another 3 positions. They are for their positions at the end of the race. And C-Line's now boxing. Personally, probably would have waited one more. Just wait until you're just a little bit closer to the pack. That way you don't use up all your tyres. But he's actually back on his freshest set of mediums. He's actually done 2 sets of mediums already. So that's why it says 3 laps. So yeah, I think waiting that extra lap would have helped. Yeah, this safety car has ruined Spliff. He was in a podium fight against Ryan and Curtis. This safety car's demoralised him of that with this safety car. He's outside the points now. So, safety car going out for one more lap. I think track position is key now. I don't think you're going to see anybody doing anything bad or pitting now. But you know what, chat? We will take a very, very quick ad break.
If you want to look as beautiful, sexy, and handsome as this man right here is trying to become a back-to-back overall winner, go to Sully's Shirts today, ladies and gentlemen. Check out our store. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you can get this.
I've been hit.
Well, that's in Rapid Storm. Anyway, here's the YouTube channel as well. Check out our races. Check it all out. The best, the good, and absolutely everything. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. It is an absolutely gorgeous Twitch channel. Follow, subscribe, and give us the love. And our partners, of course, Rapid Racing League and Wallaby Racing League.
Alright, we are back, and some drama has happened. Burke is now outside the points. Swift is up in the P10. So, I think maybe Burke might have made a mistake somewhere. And C-Line, I think CDK will be in at this lap. Yep, so there it is. CDK is in at this lap, and C-Line will catch up to the grid. Just. Excuse me. So, it's Jared against Ryan. 1-2 in the race. 1-2 in the championship. But Ryan leads the championship by 13 points heading into this race. If Jared would DNF and Ryan win, that is it. Championship is done. But if it isn't that way, title fight goes to next week. Williams can win the Constructors here tonight if they outscore Ferrari by 14 points. And at the moment, it looks like it might happen. And now, it is now green flag racing. Here we go. And Potato's already getting, trying to break the slipstream. Looks like Curtis might be doing the same thing as well. And it looks like Warden goes down the outside. Oh, Warden's made a mistake. Warden has made a mistake. Oh dear, he's now last. He is now last. This is huge in the context of the Constructors fight. But Spliff and Kahuna going to go side by side. More yellow flag sector 1. I think it might have been Paddy or C-Line. I'm not sure. But Kahoot sends it down the inside. Just barely holds on. And now Spliff is trying to make a move onto the Ferrari man. He's now trying to make a move onto the Ferrari man. Not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Taylor's already a second behind. Oh, excuse me. Curtis has the better tyres at this point in time. And what a restart. This is huge in the context of the Constructors fight between Williams and Ferrari. That fight might go down next week for the finale at Brazil. It is still overcast. I don't think we're going to get any weather. It doesn't look like we're going to get any weather here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And Swift is on the hunt. Looks like Burke Burke just pulls up in the nick of time. And looks like Pinge is making a move as well. Oh my days. Oh, Burke goes around the outside. No, he cannot make the move stick. C-Line's into the pits. I think he got damage from the Turn 1 incident. DRS will be enabled at the end of this lap. Nightbot's on the timer. That's why. Noodles has got himself a time penalty. That is huge. That is huge. So that means it looks like Potato cannot get back within that DRS of Curtis. Jared sets the fast lap at 1:21.446. And Curtis outside DRS just after they got enabled. And Burke is back within the points, but he's got a 3-second time penalty. He needs to overtake as many cars as he possibly can. Try and get a couple of points at least. So this train goes from P4 all the way down to P16. It's virtually the entire grid except for 1, 2, 3, and 17th. Oh my days! 5 laps. I tell you what, there's still time for a late race safety car. There is still time for a late race safety car. And looks like Ryan thought about a move on to Jared. Righto, 3-second time penalty. Pinju got one as well. So this is going to help Burke stay ahead of a few drivers. Paddy Crow's slowly... I think he might get DRS. I think Paddy's got DRS. No, it's not an open lobby. Oh, Ryan down the outside. Oh, is it drum? No, there's not. Ryan got the move done. Has he? Oh, they're going side by side. This was from Curtis's perspective. It looks like Jared. Yeah, Jared's got the move back. And now, Jared still holds that lead. The gap is 13 points between Jared and Ryan. C-Line fast at that point. Relics gets spliff. This is for net positions, and Relics has had a meal of that corner. He's had a meal, and look at all these cars. You can throw a tissue over them. And Jared's at sort of a second. I think Riley had a mistake somewhere. I think his tyres are starting to come off. I think Riley's tyres are starting to come off. 10 laps on him. Yes, we've had a safety car. But boy, oh boy. Potato and Noodles now. Pinju's had a moment as well. Potato could get himself a top 4 here. And he's got it. Gahoot thinking of a move as well. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Gahoot's ahead of Noodles, so that is still for their position, but they could be dropping back down the field. Relics and Spliff, they're trying to one-up each other. Oh, there's contact. And Relics get... Oh, Burke! This is going to be a double overtake on Burke, is it? Yes, it is! What a move! Oh, but Relics comes back at Burke. Oh, dear. Roscoe's out! Roscoe is out! Is this a late race safety car? Oh, my days! Oh, no! He's in the top 10. No late race safety car. My days, imagine if we got a late race safety car. Oh my days. What did we just witness? Riley's into the pits. Oh my days. 3 laps to go. No, 2 laps to go, sorry. Spliff's got a 5-second penalty. That's probably a retirement for Spliff. But oh dear, oh dear. It looks like, ladies and gentlemen, both title fights are going to go down to Brazil next week. Williams had to outscore Ferrari by 7 points. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. Doesn't look like Jared is going to retire from this race as well. But oh my word. Oh. I swear that would have been a disaster. Had Kahoot DNF from there. The gap at the moment before this race in the constructors between Williams and Ferrari, it was 46 points, with 59 points available next week for Brazil, as it is a sprint race. The title fight will still go on. Final lap. Final 2 sectors. What an Italian Grand Prix. Some late drama between multiple drivers. And yeah, Jared gets to Ascari, nice. And he's only got one more braking zone. Spliff is retired, he's done it in the pits. Ladies and gentlemen, the title fight is going to go down to Brazil. I think the gap will be 6 points between Ryan and Jared. Jared wins. And oh, actually no, Ryan gets fastest lap point. Ryan gets fastest lap point as well. So that limits the damage. Curtis gets P3. Potato P4. Relix P5. Jared P6. Chris P7. Noodles P8. Kahoot P9. Paddy Crow, ladies and gentlemen, gets P10. And 1 point for Haas. He gets a point for Haas. Warden P11, Pinju P12, Burke P13, Rilo P14, C-Line P15. Rilo gets the fastest lap point! Oh my days! So, if my maths is correct, the gap is now 6 points! With Rilo taking the fastest lap away from Ryan. Driver Day says Relics. I think Paddy deserves it. I think Paddy Crow deserves it. This is a monumental case for the Haas team and for Paddy Crow. Gets a point for tier 1. Let's go the Patman. Oh my days. 6 points is the gap heading into Brazil between Jared and Ryan. 6 points. Huge. And as Curtis is the only Xbox, I invite him to a party. So there it is. And looks like Ferrari gets 2-9. That's 20 points. Williams extend the gap. So it's only, what, 5 points. 51 points is the gap between Williams and Ferrari thus far. Pre-Stewart. So Williams just got to beat, one of the Williams has just got to beat one Ferrari and they're Constructors Champions. Ferrari have to come 1-2 in both the sprint and the feature race. As there is Jared. I gotta wait for Ryan. Just gotta wait for Ryan to come in and for Curtis as well. But ladies and gentlemen, huge championship implications here tonight. And we'll just wait for Ryan. I think the party is open. Yep, it is open, Ryan, if you're watching. Yep, there's Ryan. And Curtis, are you joining? Where is... we'll just give Curtis a moment or two to reply. If he doesn't come in, we'll kick off interviews. Doesn't. Oh, okay. All right. Well, Curtis doesn't do any of this, which is okay. But we'll kick off with Ryan P2 championship going to Brazil.
Yeah, it's true. Not surprised. Yeah, I don't know. I made it hard for myself at the start by dying and then losing DRS, but pace wasn't too bad. I just didn't have the straight line to do much about the win. Kind of gave up on the win and tried to get fastest lap, which I did get, and then some legend in 14th decided, nah. So yeah, what can you do?
And he's still in the constructors fight as well, but it's going to be a long task to get that.
Yeah, I doubt that's happening, but yeah.
And Brazil next week, what are your thoughts on that track?
Yeah, it's alright. Just to figure out how to get Hamilton Brazil engine and go from there.
Well, GG's my guy, well deserved P2. We go to the race winner, Jared. Same question, 6 points is now the gap with that win. It's all to play for in Brazil. Tell us about your race from your perspective.
Yeah, got the pole, which was a nice rarity, and then had a decent start. And then managed to get out of DRS and sort of just try and manage the gap a bit. And then, yeah, not really much else to say, I don't think. Good battle at the end with Ryan.
And Brazil, what are your thoughts on that track? Bearing in mind, it is sprint race weekend.
Yeah, good track. We'll see.
Well, congratulations, my guy, on the win, and to Ryan P2. Also to Curtis for P3 in the Alpha. Bit better than last week. So, happy days for Curtis on Curtis's end. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We are done. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. This race has just flown by. We've just been streaming for about 70 minutes. Just over 70 minutes. Less than an NRL game. But, yeah. The finale is next week. Tune in. It's Jared against Ryan. I mean, it's going to be hard, but it's Williams against Ferrari in the Constructors. All Williams have to do is just beat one Ferrari car and they're champions. And until next time, it is goodbye, and we'll see you all for the finale at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Stay tuned. In 20 minutes time, in just under an hour's time, it is Wallaby Tier 3 at this exact same track, Monza. Until then, take it easy.
If you want to look as beautiful, sexy, and handsome as this man right here is trying to become a back-to-back overall winner, go to Sully's Shirts today, ladies and gentlemen. Check out our store. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you can get this.
I've been hit.
Well, that's in Rapid Store. Anyway, here's the YouTube channel as well. Check out our races. Check it all out. The best, the good, and absolutely everything. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. It is an absolutely gorgeous Twitch channel. Follow, subscribe, and give us the love. And our partners, of course, Rapid Racing League and Wallaby Racing League.